Here's why I think the C5 Corvette is one of the easiest cars to build and one of the most budget-friendly cars to mess with. Right now I'm doing a transmission job. This is probably like my third or fourth time doing one in a Corvette, but I'll show you how simple it really is. They have a design what they call a transaxle. So the transmission does not sit right behind the engine like it would traditionally in most cars that are rear wheel drive. The transmission sits in the rear. So in order to get the transmission out, you have to drop the rear. Here's your differential. Here are your cradle bolts right here. Two, three, and then four. Now there's a lot of little stupid things you have to do to be able to drop that, of course. I had to take the exhaust off, which you see there. The valley pan in the middle, those have like a million bolts in them. I took the shocks off. I'm disconnecting my emergency brake. There's another bolt that goes there. Once I loosen these A-arms here, up top, take those bolts out on both sides, the car will then pretty much be ready to go ahead and lower the rear cradle so I can get the transmission out. And the cool thing is you can drop these cradles and leave this transmission up if you have the right equipment, of course, like a trans jack. Now, if you ever want to go and do, this is your torque tube. If you ever want to go ahead and do your clutch, this will have to come out as well. And there's your pressure plate, your clutch, and your flywheel. Now, the torque tubes are very similar to a drive shaft, but they, if you ask me, are a little bit better design. They're kind of more concealed internals, and it just works. I think it's one of the easiest cars to work on, one of the easiest things to find parts for, and it's really a budget-friendly car. Yeah, people get a little bit nervous of the name Corvette, but in all reality, super easy to work on. Yes, this is a big job. Little tedious stuff is what makes it take a little bit, but in all reality, it is super easy.